I got an interesting video right here, obviously, that's alluding to our banking crisis. And then y'all stick to the back. I got some keynotes I got to get off my chest. So let's get through this right quick.
Of the morning, Octavio Marenzi joins us now. Welcome to the show, sir. The U.S. took action against SVB. The Swiss central bank took action against Credit Suisse, or with Credit Suisse. Has this banking crisis been contained over there and over here?
Well, I think for the very short term, for those individual banks, yes. So the Fed did step in and put an enormous backstop in, not just for SVB, but for the entire US banking sector, basically saying, bring us your collateral, we'll lend you against it at full par value, and we'll make sure that you don't have a liquidity crisis. Problem with that all is it sort of delays the inevitable.
Y'all, look at these. Look at this now. Remember, we already knew one. Credit Suisse is one of the largest banks. Like, you can't just come in and back a bank that's bigger than the banks that are backing it. You know, guys, yeah, the Swiss National Bank is big, but guess who they number two? I mean, hey, just before we allude, like I said, I won't get too far into it because, like I said, I got keynotes, but just something for y'all to carry in your head while you watch through this. Banks today borrow, or this news came out, banks borrow record-breaking $160 billion from the Fed's crisis relief. And that wasn't even nothing. That ain't helped nothing. They're coming out and saying that they are only able to now. Remember, it was all the depositors are going to be great. Now they are literally coming out and saying only a portion of depositors are going to be able to be secured and reimbursed. With $160 billion, and that being the largest they've taken. Man, y'all tapping. Hold on, I got some heat.
Push it down maybe a year,
I got some heat.
Maybe a bit longer, until those banks then have to repay the Fed the money that they've been lent, and they will not be able to cover it. So we still have a problem in the sense that these banks have a hole in their balance sheets. The securities they bought are simply worth less as interest rates have gone up. The only thing that will really save that
is bringing securities were they buying these guys
hard. But both the Fed and the ECB are stuck
what
in a corner.
Securities
they
was
can't
allied?
do it because of inflation. They need to fight inflation. So ordinarily, the central banks would step in right now, they would slash interest rates, and they would save the banking sector. Right now, their hands are tied. They have to fight inflation simultaneously. It's a very uncomfortable situation for them to be in.
If they keep fighting inflation, as you suggest, and raise interest, I'm talking
spoke about
the Fed
this
now next week, that will push the economy into recession. Yes?
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of businesses that have become dependent on this very cheap money.
What is he going to do? Which gun?
And that's become either consciously or unconsciously part of their business model, is this access to very, very low money, very cheap money, very low interest rates.
All that fraud.
And as that no longer is available, some business models have to break, and including some banks, they basically become dependent on this as well. So there has to be some breakage as you increase interest rates because some people are just dependent on it.
Now, mind you, what this is saying over there in Europe, they just had a 50 basis point hike. Guys, they're tied. They're tied. We have to do a hike to try to counter inflation, which is about to run away. But if you do that, you're about to destroy the economy, which is running away. Oh, there ain't nothing for him to do. Y'all should have done something when there was all this fraud streak going on 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2020. Oh, no. Come on down with it. Walk with me. Walk with me.
This
I promise you it's going to be worth the wait.
Smaller regional banks, they're in trouble being bought out by the big banks. Is that the trend that we're going to see?
Well, I think you're right that would make sense to do. I mean, in the UK, we saw HSBC buy out Silicon Valley Bank, at least the UK operations there. So that happened there. In 2008, as you correctly point out, that's certainly the way they did. Things like WAMU were snapped up, and Bear Stearns was bought by JP Morgan. So we did see that happen. But bear in mind, the Biden administration has actually blocked some bank mergers recently. So they basically said, we don't want to go forward with that. So most recently, they blocked Brown Brothers Harriman and State Street merging, or at least part of the operations merging. And Bank of Montreal was interested in buying First Horizon in the US, and they blocked that as well, saying that would be too much concentration. Bear in mind, Bank of Montreal is not one of the top 10 banks in the US. So it's hard to see how that really would have led to too much concentration. So the regulators have made it clear in the US they don't like more concentration, at least a few weeks ago. So I don't know how they're going to square that circle. But you're absolutely right. I think that's probably what needs to be happening. Some of these smaller failing banks need to be bought up by the larger banks, and some sort of guarantee must be extended to them saying you're not going to take any losses by acquiring those portfolios.
The question that I'm always asked by our viewers and people on the street, frankly, is my money safe in a bank deposit in the United States? How would you answer that? 15 seconds, please.
No.
Well, if you're under $250,000, yes, you've got insurance.
Yeah, it's clearly he cannot answer. You know where your money's safe? Let me see what I always say. XRP, Bitcoin, XLM, Cardano. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, the time is here, baby. But like I said, just stay tuned. It's almost done.
Insures it, so that's absolutely safe. If you're above that, it's a question mark. Now, they have backstopped SVB, but will they be able to do that in the future? I don't know.
Okay, an honest answer. Octavio Marenzi, thank you very much indeed, sir. We appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, people, let's tap in. I don't want to make this too long, guys. It's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys. Listen, before we get into anything, y'all, this is war. That's why I got my green on. That's why I got the Army shirt on. This is war, first off. So I don't want anybody to forget what this is. This is retail versus institution. We're not AMC apes. That we created AMC. We created GameStop. We'll create the next. This right here is war. Y'all have got to stop flipping and flopping and giving in and giving up just because something shot out. If you've been here the last 2 years in this play or any of these plays, you'll notice whenever they throw something blatant out, and Terra dropped all the shares. That's the shock, you guys, but still, that didn't change anything. And let me show you why. Here we go right here. All right, just starting off with some simples, right, before we get more specified on our AMC stock here. Wells Fargo fails to meet liquidity requirements, right? Again, like I said, this is a stock what you need to keep an eye on. Like I said, I knew that they were supposed to have been gone. I already knew that, right? But again, this is a too big to fail bank, right? Which, again, was going to require money printing to set them out. But again, guys, we're in a key pivot point where money is burning up. Y'all are hearing interest rate and inflation, right? What's occurring is the American dollars burning up and the economy's burning up because of it. So even printing more of these burnt up dollars is not, but it's not doing anything. That's why we're having to go to, like I said, $160 billion these banks borrowed just to not even be able to cover the depositors. 160 billion? Oh yeah. Let's get down to it. FOC meeting is going to be on the 22nd. Obviously, like I said, this is going to be a banger. This is coming up, guys. This will be either Tuesday or Wednesday of this upcoming week. Y'all tap in, keep your head on the swivel. Like I said, hey, pull your money aside and sit back. You are AMC ape, you are ape, whatever you want to call yourself, a retail investor with your money in this stock or out of the stock. Sitting there on the side, you got to know when to jump in, jump out, and maximize because it's time to make money bike. But I promise you're going to make your money back. Double check in on this. I just put a keynote down. I said, this is an orchestrated event. Hence why it seems as though the feds, nobody will come to your aid. It seems like there's blatant things that are going off in front of you. They know what's going on here. And the matter of fact, it's not even that they're not wanting to do anything, but there's nothing that can be done. Imagine your brother goes and murders somebody. You can know it, but what are you going to do to change what happened? Expose him? If you expose him, it's going to expose some other stuff. Might expose your friend, might expose your cousin was involved in it. That's where we're at with this right now. Let's double tap down here. I said, another keynote, y'all expect price movement to be at a stagnant spot. AMC, look at that $4 support, 385 support. That bouncing hit is giving me assurance that it's not going lower than that. A little small dollar price after dropping how many shares? 400 million shares. Guys, that didn't affect us. This is debauchery. Our price is going down because the market's sliding, not just us. Everything's burning up around us. Everything. All right, tap back in. Cost to borrow. Now, mind you, shares are dropped 46 million. I think 46, 48 million, right? Shares were dropped, but yet cost to borrow rates are increasing. Wait a minute. Hold on. They dropped 48 million ape shares, but the SI short interest dropped from 25% to a whopping 24.39%. All right, let me put that in layman's terms for you. That's 125,961,268 ... because I put ... because that's all what they're reporting. We know that if that's what they're reporting, the problem way bigger. The problem, that's how many shares are short of the company is showing, of 516 million. Oh, no. Which is why, again, that ape thing is a must, is what they needed. But here we are with a lawsuit that's stalling things, right? Feel free to, I don't know, contact the courts if you want to, right? I watched a YouTuber that I like to tap in with. He kind of helped me to get out of the lane of just doing regular things. But guys, why do we continue to sit up and play as though we are not the majority? I don't know if you know about the laws of war, right? But you can be as big and as strong as you want to talk. It's want to seem and let off. But guess what? The majority gonna always win. The majority always gonna win. Now, let's tap in. As of an hour ago, we're dialing in on AMC now. As of an hour ago, there are only 3,000 shares of AMC available to borrow. That's pretty crazy to see, seeing as apparently there's supposed to be a bunch of share dumping that went on. How is it that the cost to borrow is going higher? The availability of shares are going lower. And then you're watching, which is why I put this up here, the banks that loan this money to them imploding. Guys, make it make sense to me how you think that they are just in so much of a better situation than you. No. Let me relate this in layman's terms. I don't know if any of y'all play any games or any sports, any video games, but like, let's say like Call of Duty, right? You can have somebody just got an aimbot, or Madden, you got somebody that knows how to do the glitch route or nano blitz, right? They're gonna cheat, right? And that cheat will give them the win, right? But that doesn't mean that they won that battle or that was how it actually went down. AMC BBY when it ran up to $30 and they dropped 8. That doesn't mean that they're winning, right? You need to change your imperative. That means that they had to cheat. But the thing about it is you can cheat and win and win and win and win and win and win. But guess what? Eventually you're going to rank out. And then you're going to end up in a tournament. And guess what happens in that tournament? All eyes on you. Ain't no cheating. And you're going to get busted. You can get that head opened up out there and look like what you truly are. Well, guys, the tournament just started. 7-8 days ago when this banking crisis started, the tournament just started. Tournament ends on that 27th. I need y'all to understand, you're not down and out. Guys, if you held this long, hell, what you got to lose? If you held this long, what you got to lose? At this point, all that moping and, oh, look, guys, they drop, and Terra dropped those shares one day after the vote, while they're in a court dispute. AMC's in a court dispute about this specific thing. The smoking gun. You got the guy in 4K with the gun out, and y'all talking about, oh, they got us. Hey, guys, we're in the first stage of the tournament. Hey, it's March Madness, guys. And believe it or not, you made it past the bracket. Because for it to have come, it wasn't even supposed to come this long. You were supposed to have gave up in 2020, 2021, 2022. You were supposed to have been given, and that's why we have all this absurdity popping off. He's like, oh, what is this? But now, guys, look at the economy. How does it feel outside to you? Is it sweet and buffer and there's a bunch of money around and everything's great? No. Hedge funds are in this same economy. It's dry. It's hot. We are bleeding. They are bleeding. Y'all, I don't know what the best way to say this is, but y'all need to rally. Like how it is St. Patrick's Day. I'm about to puke and rally tonight. Puke and rally. See, some of y'all puking. But me, I'm puking. I'm rallying. I'm asking for retail to rally. Y'all, look at the numbers. Hold up. And we're not, no, we're saying, hey, use some critical thought here. All the banks, you just watch the screen of all the banking sector getting smoked. They're having to borrow money. They're getting destroyed here and across seas. How do you think that they have money to provide for this? And again, this is what you see. We are well above 125 million shares short. Don't forget that. I don't know if it's just maybe a new batch of retail. Y'all haven't been in old time, but if you've been here for the last 2 years, hey, slow your roll. Let's do some thinking. Let's not get so emotional. I know, and I'm not blaming you. That's why I'm heated now. This is an emotional thing, but it's an emotional thing that I love. And the thing about it is that I don't look at this as a loss. A lot of y'all look at, oh, they beat us. No, no. Hey, I paid my tuition, but I tell you one thing, I do it again. What I've gained and what I've learned in this 2 years, I got everything I need to move forward. Now I'm just working my money back up out this bad boy. But I know exactly how to move. XRP, hello. But like I said, hey y'all, hey, I appreciate y'all boys. Hey, I love y'all. I love the support. I love all the people that are following me. I love this financial community. I love retail. Y'all, battle. It's a battle. Are somebody gonna battle with me? Are we battling? This is retail. This is not just AMC 8 GME, but this is retail. Who's here to battle? You got to go in. We got to battle for this money. But guess what? The thing about a battle is once you come out on the side, the rewards that you reap, right? The treasures, the booty, the loot. That's what I'm battling for. And I tell you one thing, if y'all think this is the battle, well, guess what? That battle, what y'all gonna have to battle to get some financial freedom, oh, hey, this ain't nothing compared to that battle. So you choose your battle. But I'm choosing my battle. I'm going by the facts of it. But I'm just saying, hey, I'm here to ride it out. Hey, and again, hey, guess what, retail? While people are, oh, I think we're down. Hey, we're gonna make another AMC after this. Or take over the crypto market by storm. One or the other, but this ain't the soccer's just beginning. Just like I wrote in that video 2 days ago where I said hedge funds are not as good as they seem. Y'all go look at that video. Go look at my videos, man. I'm telling y'all, don't be bamboozled. All right. Hey, I appreciate y'all boys. Hey, rally, let's fight, baby. Come on now, sentiment, turn me up. Let's go.